Hey guys, welcome back. So today is a notable day in pop culture for, I assume, pretty much everyone, watching this video. Whether, you come across it, say, upon its release, or, in a matter of a couple of years, however long it may be. On this day in 2009, Michael Jackson passed away. Michael Jackson was an inspiration to many artists in today's world, and many people, including myself, are still listening to his songs and albums, as well as purchasing some of his merchandise. I thought this was a great album after 35 years. This is his second studio album that he released during the 1980s. However, the other studio album that he released was Thriller, which I feel is a great album, so feel free to check that review out, as I've already covered Thriller here on the channel, and feel free to listen to the album for yourself. Thriller celebrates 40 this year. Pretty exciting. Anyways, I feel Bad is a turning point in Jackson's career, as this album shifts to more sounds with rock and hard rock, with touches of funk, R&B, and dance. And also, no one really expected Michael Jackson to come out with an album like this, to try and top Thriller, as that was a pretty great album for its time. No one really expects that. No one really imagined having sounds like that on an album, like Thriller does. Anyways, let's go check out the album. This is Jackson's 7th studio album. It was released on August 31st, 1987, and it will be celebrating its 35th anniversary pretty short, with a total of 11 tracks. If I read it correctly, the album has 9 singles, all but 2 weren't, and the album has a runtime of about 49 minutes. The only tracks that weren't considered as singles were Speed Demon and Just Good Friends. One of the biggest changes on this album is the use of digital synths and drum machines, which Jackson was experimenting with here on the album, as he wanted to try and give a chance to this new technology out at the time. I thought they were pretty enjoyable on voices on the album include Sia Garrett and Stevie. This was the third and final album Jackson collaborated with Quincy Jones on with production. Jones helped produce his previous 2 albums, Off the Wall, which I want to cover here on the channel soon, and Thriller, which I've already covered here on the channel. Bad, the song, of course, was going to be a duet with Prince, but that would never happen with some of their conflicts at the time. There were also plans for duets with Diana Ross, Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, and Barbra Streisand. Also, Weird Al parodied Bad, which would become Fat, and I feel that is an enjoyable parody. 25th anniversary called Bad 25. It was announced on May 3rd, 2012, and was released on September 18th, 2012, so that celebrates 10 this year. I may check it out in a live stream, all the tracks that were released, for that special edition. And since its release, there has been a discontinuation of the 2001 special edition. This album is more personal to Jackson, as he wrote all the tracks except for two. Originally, Jackson had written and wanted to record over 60 tracks with plans to release a 3-disc album, but Quincy Jones convinced him into making a 1-track album with about, 10 of the better tracks on it. Now, let's go ahead, hop into the tracks. We start off the album with the title track, Bad. Overall, it was an enjoyable track with the use of horns to grab your attention at the beginning and used throughout the track. I enjoyed the style on this track with its more bass-driven vibe. Overall, I thought Jackson had decent vocals, and Feel is one of my favorites. I loved its sound. I loved Jackson's vocals. He seemed to do well with them, and it just kind of seemed like a playful track. Just Friends. This track features vocals from Stevie Wonder. I feel this is more of a laid-back tune. I loved vocals from both Michael and Stevie. Lyrically, the track is about fighting over a girl in kind of a light, cheerful, kind of like playful manner, which I feel is, or was, same kind of concept used on The Girl Is Mine, which features vocals from Paul McCartney, and that was on the album Thriller. But anyways, Just Girlfriends, I loved the instrumental break here on this track, and Mirror is another favorite of mine. This is the longest track on the album, coming in at 5 minutes and 21 seconds. The song is about changing yourself in a good way and seeing if you can do the best you can. I feel a lot of people make you feel bad about yourself, but you need to focus on yourself more than them. You should try to focus on yourself and try to make them a better person as well, but you are most important. You have to work with you. You have to try and change your ways. If you want to try and, do something. I Can't Stop Loving You is the second duet here on the album. It was nice hearing both Michael and Sadia Garrett sing together here on the Smooth track. Criminal is another favorite. I love the more rock sound on this track. It brings out more of an aggressive sound, as well as many of the other tracks here on the album, I have to say. But yeah, I just loved its nice, hard, aggressive sound. Jackson pulled off more of an aggressive sound through the lyrics during the verses, and kind of played with the singing during the chorus, which I really enjoyed. It felt nice. So yeah, pretty solid track in my opinion. I'm going to close this out with Leave Me Alone. I didn't think it was a bad track to end off with. I thought it had a decent sound with its funkiness, and my favorite tracks are Bad, Man in the Mirror, and Smooth Criminal. But I did enjoy the other tracks here on this album. So I really just want to try and choose 3 tracks I enjoyed off this album. I'll be giving it a 5 out of 5. I thought it was a solid album and still a great album to listen to 35 years later. There's so much good on this album. So much I enjoyed. Thought was, all perfect in its own ways, and Michael Jackson, he is such an icon himself. I'd hate to be like, yeah, I didn't really care for this album, even though I really have enjoyed, Michael Jackson's works. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave your thoughts down in the comments. On Friday, I'll be looking at My Own Prison by Creed, and on Saturday, I'll try to look at Mainstream Sellout by Machine Gun Kelly.